Hello everybody, welcome to our Enshrouded survival guide. So today we're doing a quest walkthrough called a lantern for May, or Mia, or how we say her name. Now to get this quest, obviously you need to have her in your base, your village, and here she is right here. So let's go ahead and talk to her, and she will have this quest called Lantern Light. So let's go ahead and click that, and she will say, I hear Cade send you to my rescue. He's an old friend and customer who admire my wares whenever I'd visit the low meadows. He even purchased a lantern from me once. If I could have another look at it, I could fashion more of them. Please ask Cade about this. So we have this new quest, a lantern for May. Let's go ahead and track this guy. There we go. We can obviously see that in, if we complete this quest, we will get the recipe for the lantern. That's what it looks like, at least one of them. There's two versions. And we'll also get 75 XP. So let's go ahead and talk to our carpenter friend, wherever he is hiding. He must be outside. Oh, there he is. He's just hugging a wall. Okay. Oh, he's like he's in the ground, but that's all right. As long as we can talk to him, we're good. So we want to click the lost lamp option here. And he says, good on you for bringing little old May back. I knew you could do it. Yes, I had a bit of a hidden agenda. I was starved for some culture. I'm a patron of the arts, after all. I wish I still had the lamp I bought from her. I forgot it in Morwenna during the rebuilding efforts. So now we know where this lantern is, and we're gonna head there. Now, just so you know, Morwenna is a relatively safe location. The biggest enemies you'll find there are wolves. That said, there is a lot of them, but there's a lot of places for you to kind of get up high, so I definitely recommend approaching Morwenna with a kind of ranged strategy, whether that's magic or bows or, you know, whatever else you might have, you know, bombs, whatever. You can obviously go in, you know, slash it and hacking as you wish, but if you want to make it easy for yourself, I would say just grab a ranged weapon and arrive there. Now, you also will need a lockpick because the chest that we need to access is locked. So make sure you bring at least one lockpick with you. And to make the travel easy, I would also recommend having at least the tier 2 glider and the double jump ability, which I think I have to actually quick grab because they reset all the skills after reworking all these. Let me just quick grab the double jump here. And that's just where we're going to go with that. I'll do the rest of that later. So just make sure you have the double jump ready to go. Beautiful. All right, so we are going to go ahead and make our way to the Low Meadows Ancient Spire. We can see that Morwenna is right here. This lovely exclamation point. So let's go ahead there first. You can obviously make your way there however you want. I'm just going to take the Low Meadows Ancient Spire and glide my way down. It's pretty straightforward journey that way. So we're gonna go ahead and then just move ourselves over here. And there we are. So you can kind of see Morwenna is that village way over there in the distance. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically glide down that kind of land bridge, if you will. So I'll just kind of... we'll just start heading that way. And like I said, if you have at least like the second glider, it's going to get you a pretty good way, you know, a way there without you having to travel over land. Just make sure obviously you have some food and water in you to give your stamina as much of a boost as possible. Otherwise, we're literally just going to be heading for the road right here, and then we're just going to follow the road to Morwenna, which again is kind of like upper left area right over there. So we're just going to glide on down until we hit the ground. We kind of smacked into that, to be honest. And then we're just going to follow the road. Now, like I said, there are going to be a number of wolves waiting for us. So as soon as we enter in, we're going to want to grapple up onto one of the various buildings. There's a few grappling areas that allow you to, you know, get up, including one that's like right at the entrance. That's the one that we're going to try and aim for. And we'll see where they're hiding, because sometimes they're you know, like right here at the front, sometimes they're like a little bit deeper in. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and just get ourselves up here. You are going to want to end up here at some point anyway, so it's not a bad idea just to grapple up when you can. I'm not seeing... oh, okay, there's one there. Oh, that was not ideal. There we go. And we're just going to Kind of, you can see there's a number of them, so if you can, like I say, stay ranged, that's going to be ideal. Now, you don't even really have to take care of these guys at all if you want. You can just kind of focus on the quest, because it's all up top. It's not like you don't have to go down there where they're at to find this lantern. But this is obviously Morwenna, and once you're here, we got to obviously search for the lantern itself. We're just going to take care of these guys as best we can. As much as we can, anyway. If they would stop moving, that'd be very helpful. You know, you could just work with me here. Oh, here you go. You're stuck. Let's go with you. You were stuck anyway. But look at them all. Honestly, if I had just have, let me just... You know, why not, right? We'll just have a little bit of fun. It's not like we need to we don't need this area anymore. It's fine. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna blow myself up in the process. Excellent, excellent. Back here. Oh, he's got like 1 point. There we go. Alright, now once you've cleared the area, or if you just want to avoid it, you're going to want to make your way, or start making your way up to the various rooftops. So we're going to go around here. And then you can obviously also grapple right up on this platform right here, for example. There's a little grapply here. And if you do that, there's a ladder right here that you can climb on up. And there's kind of like a pathway that you need to follow to get to the lantern. So we're going to just kind of move along here. And get over here. You can see there's another grappling thing right there. So we're going to grapple on up. We're going to go up this little beam here. And then this is the chest we are looking for. And as you can see, it is locked. So we're going to go ahead, pick that lock, and we are going to get our hands on our red lantern. So we have the red lantern. We also have a scrappy greatsword. That's pretty cool. So let's go ahead, grab that, and we get the recipe for that. Now, if we travel back home, we will see that we have 2 variants of this red lantern that we can now make. And we make it through our new friend, May, wherever she might be now. See if we, there she is, back just where she was before. All right. So if we go ahead and head to craft, we can see we have 2 versions. We have this little, this version of the lantern, as well as like sort of this longer second version of the lantern. And to make these guys, it doesn't require too terrible of resources. It's just like some metal scraps, some charcoal, some plant fiber, some torn cloth, and a candle. And I believe it's the same thing for this guy. So there you go, 2 variants of the lantern. You can go ahead and make it and just, nice, decorate your house, your village as you would like. But that is the Lantern for May quest all completed. So hopefully you found that helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.